I blinked and everything in the room changed. It was just a normal blink. I didn't think anything of it. But when I opened my eyes, every picture frame had changed. And in each one of them, I wasn't smiling anymore. I was staring directly at the camera with a terrified expression. This is crazy. How is this possible? I looked around the room to see if anything else had changed. My eyes were fixated on the antique mirror in the corner. It was covered in cobwebs and old yellowed lace. I couldn't see my reflection, but when I walked closer, I saw a ghastly white face staring back at me. I blinked again, and the face in the mirror smiled. A real smile. Then it winked. I screamed and backed away, tripping over my own feet in the process. As I looked back up at the mirror, the figure began to emerge from behind the cobwebs. It was me, but it wasn't me. I could see my clothes, my hair, my terrified expression, but there was something terribly wrong with my face. It took a step out from behind the mirror and beckoned for me to follow it. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. I just stood there, frozen in fear, as the figure continued to emerge from the mirror. It was getting closer and closer, and I could feel its icy cold fingers brushing against my neck. Then I woke up. I don't know if I was asleep for long or just a few seconds. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was my phone. It was on the other side of the room, and it was flashing. I tried to sit up, but my body felt heavy, like a weight was pinning me down. As I looked around the room, I realized that everything was the same. The pictures on the wall, the furniture, even the cobwebs in the corner. I let out a sigh of relief. It was just a dream, but then I looked down at my hands. They weren't my hands. They belonged to the ghastly white face in the mirror. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I tried to move, but I couldn't. I was trapped in my own body. The weight on my chest grew heavier, and I felt myself being pulled under. I struggled to free myself, but it was no use. I was sinking into a deep, dark abyss. And then I heard a voice. It was my voice. It said, "Don't worry, you're just going to sleep now." And then everything went black. Did I wake up? Did I ever wake up? You decide. Comment blink if you'd close your eyes after this.